Hey everyone, my name's Edgar.
And I'm Nikki.
And we're here to tell you what you need to know to start driving with Lyft, start being your own boss, and start making some money. We're here in our San Francisco hub where we serve drivers like you every day.
We're here to make sure you got everything you need to get on the road for your first ride. Today we'll be covering these topics: how to get paid, how to use the Lyft app, and the rating system. Ready? Let's dive in. It's time to talk money. I know you're here to make some cash, so let's get started in doing that right away. Your pay is generally based on the time and the distance of a ride. Lyft deducts its fees from the total, and you keep the rest. Since our earliest days, Lyft has offered in-app tipping because it's the right thing to do. Lyft drivers go above and beyond, so you get to keep 100% of those tips. Edgar, can you guess how much drivers have made in tips since Lyft started?
$1 million?
No, think bigger, over $500 million. All payments are made in-app, so to get paid, you gotta set up your bank account.
Once you've passed your background check, just open your Lyft driver app. Tap your profile photo to access the side menu. Then Settings, Payment Info. This is where you'll add all your payment information and access your W-9 tax information. We'll deposit your earnings on Tuesdays. It may take a few days for your bank to process the transaction. But sometimes you'll need money faster. That's why there's
Express Pay!
In order to use Express Pay, you'll need to earn at least $5.50 and then pay a flat 50-cent transfer fee. One important note: we cash you out instantly, but some banks take a few days to process the transaction, so make sure you check with your banks for any specific details.
I used Express Pay before my last vacation to get some extra cash right away, and it was a lifesaver.
Every driver has their own way of maximizing their earnings on the platform. You can usually count on high demand during weekday commuter hours and weekend nights. Busy areas will yield the most ride requests. Think city centers, tourist areas, and event arenas. We've also set up programs to help you earn extra when you reach certain driving milestones. To see offers and bonuses you may be eligible for, tap Earnings on your home screen. Referrals are also an easy way to cash in. The Referrals tab has a customized code you can share with your friends and family.
Okay, let's get your car all set up for your first ride. Here's everything we recommend you have in your car to get started. A phone mount. The laws may vary by state for phone mounts, but having one will keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and make it easier for you to follow your navigation while on the road. The Lyft emblem on your windshield. Emblems are legally required in many states and help passengers find you. One goes in the front and one goes in the back, both on the inside of the windshield on the passenger side. If your market requires an airport placard, it's important that you have that for airport rides. You can get a fine if you don't have it displayed. If there are tolls in your area, we strongly recommend you use an electronic toll payment system. This allows you to skip the lines and means you don't have to carry cash. And let's remember, if you have a passenger in your car, they'll always be charged for tolls and will pass the payment on to you. You are required to accommodate service animals, so you may want to keep a blanket in the car for any stray hair. And here's something fun, the Lyft amp. You'll earn this after completing your first few hundred rides. It lights up so passengers can match the color of your amp to their phone screens. It greets passengers when they enter the car, and more. Keep in mind, don't bring a friend along with you when you drive. You may have all the seats filled, so you'll need the space.
Now that we set up your app and your car, let's practice giving your first ride. The first thing you want to do is turn the volume on your phone all the way up so you can hear both the Lyft app and your GPS directions. Tap the top of the screen to go online and receive ride request. When you receive the request, that means you're the driver who's closest to the passenger's pickup location.
Do you hear that? That sound means you've got a ride request. Now you've got 12 seconds to accept the ride by tapping accept. If you have to, you can quickly tap the X to decline. If you do nothing or simply want to ignore the request, it will go to the next available driver. You can see your passenger's photo and rating here, as well as any bonus details and the ride type. Once you accept the ride, the passenger will be able to see your photo, the vehicle info, and an estimated time of arrival. So let's go ahead and accept the request.
Tap the navigation at the top of the screen to guide you to the passenger's pickup location. You'll always see the estimated time of arrival on your screen. Once you get to your location, just tap to arrive. The passenger then has 5 minutes to enter your vehicle.
If you're stuck in traffic or can't find your passenger, you can call your passenger before the 5-minute countdown is up by tapping the phone icon. If your passenger doesn't pick up or show up on time, you can then mark your passenger as a no-show, and we will collect a fee from them, which is all yours.
Now don't forget, you must at least try to contact your passenger and wait the full 5 minutes to collect the fee. But let's say Lisa has arrived in time and she is now in your car. She'll appreciate it if you greet her by name to make sure it's her. And I also like to verbally confirm the passenger's destination. If they haven't entered it into the app or changed their destination during the ride, either you or the passenger can enter it at any time. Now just tap Pickup. This is your time to interact with your passenger and provide a great customer service experience. You can ask them how their day is going and match the energy of their response. If they're being extra friendly and striking up a conversation, you can do the same. If they're staying quiet on their phone, no problem. No need for chatter. Nikki, what's your favorite way to break the ice with a passenger?
I like to ask what their favorite song is.
Now tap the navigation arrow again and follow the app to reach your passenger's destination. You or your passenger can also decide on a route of your choosing. If your passenger wants to change their destination, they'll have the option to edit it in the app. Once you reach your destination, it's a good idea to turn your hazard lights on so fellow drivers know you're stopping. It's best to pull over in a safe, clear spot away from traffic and any illegal zones. And now all you do is tap drop off.
All right, now that your ride's done, you'll see how much you earned on the ride. Tips are accounted for separately. You and your passenger have the opportunity to rate the ride on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, with 5 being the best. If you would like to rate your passenger, just tap anywhere in the white area at the bottom of the screen. You can share feedback right after the ride or anytime in the next 24 hours when it's convenient for you. 5 stars is the most common rating for passengers. This means the ride went smoothly. You won't get matched again if you rate 3 stars or less. 1 star usually means you didn't feel safe or comfortable during the ride, while 5 means it was a problem-free experience. If you don't rate your passenger, the rating will automatically default to 5 stars. Your passenger can also rate you on the same scale. You want to keep your average rating high. Anything more than a 4.8 is awesome. If your rating drops too low, you might be at risk for deactivation. Your weekly summaries, flags, and feedback are a good indicator of where to improve your rating if it ever starts to drop. Don't worry though, we always want to help you keep your rating high. Here are some recommendations for getting those high ratings. Safety. Drive safely and keep you and your passengers out of harm's way. Cleanliness. Passengers appreciate a clean car and an empty trunk with space for luggage or groceries. Friendliness. You know, like saying hello, thank you, but you all know this because you're decent human beings. And navigation. Try to find the most efficient route possible. When in doubt, just follow your navigation or your passenger's recommendation. Lyft offers several different kinds of rides for passengers and their needs. We'll cover the 2 most basic ones today. Lyft is our ride that fits up to 4 passengers, whereas shared rides can have multiple passenger parties with more than 1 pickup and drop-off. Shared rides are for passengers who want to share a ride, save money, and have more time to spare. For drivers, this means less downtime and more opportunity for tips.
Passengers can request shared rides for up to 2 people. When you're giving a shared ride, passengers may get added to your queue as you drive. Your app will always update your route so you can navigate to your next pickup. Once you tap Arrive, your app will begin a 90-second countdown. If your passenger doesn't arrive in 90 seconds, you can mark them as a no-show and move on to the next stop. To make it easier for you to give shared rides, the app will direct you to your next move. Your navigation will guide you, so as long as you follow the app, you'll be headed in the right direction. If we can't find any other shared passengers going in the same direction, you won't be matched with any additional passengers. For airport rides, be sure to talk to your local community associate for airport-specific rules and tips.
And that's all there is to it. We're so thrilled to have you all join the Lyft family. We'll also keep in contact through text message and emails, giving important updates, tips, weekly summaries, and more. So please make sure you're checking your inboxes and phones. And as for those first ride jitters, remember, we've all been there. If you miss your freeway exit, it's totally okay. If you forget to tap a button, that's totally fine too. Remember, just be patient and forgiving with yourself, and just give your passengers a heads up. You'll get the hang of it soon. It gets easier with each ride you give, and we don't count your first few ratings anyway.
Thanks for your time.
We'll see you out on the road.